The next scam I'd like to talk about is what I refer to as the no rotate, and it's exactly what it implies. You bring your car in under the impression that the tires are going to get rotated because the coupon that brought you into that shop says that they will rotate the tires for free with the oil change. Or you're just coming in for service and you've asked for the tires to be rotated. Some people will actually mark their tires and catch a shop that's not rotating tires, and that's great. That's good to protect yourself. Um, the reason tires won't get rotated is, one, you got a lazy technician who's given up on his career and doesn't care what he's doing, or two, you got a shop that just doesn't care, and they're just there to make money. They don't care about customer satisfaction. The reason you want to get your tires rotated, of course, for obvious reasons, they're expensive and they're an investment. And if they don't get rotated, they're going to develop wear patterns and they're going to wear down premature for one set of tires. Unless you have a rear-wheel drive car like a Ford Mustang or something and you're hot rodding that thing, burning the tires out, that's the only way your rear tires are usually going to wear down faster. In all other cases, on front-wheel drive cars and people that drive normal, your front tires are going to wear down a lot faster. And the reason being is the whole weight of the engine is over top of the front tires. Okay, so all that weight is going to wear down those tires a lot faster. Not to mention your front tires are the ones that pivot when you turn. So imagine the tire, it's like the tire's face is getting mashed into the concrete every time you turn. That's going to wear down the tires. The ones in the back are on vacation back there. They're really not doing much. That's the way I refer to them. So you'll hear a lot of times the better tires are in the back. And even sometimes a shop will try to BS you and tell you, no, they're fine where they're at, just because they're too lazy. They'll tell you they're fine where they're at, you got the better tires in the back. And people will fall for that because they've always heard the better tires go to the back. The better tires go to the back if you're getting a set of new tires and you're only getting 2 new tires and you're leaving the other 2 on your vehicle because you have 2 good tires still. In that case, you're going to put the new tires on the back. That's true because you don't want to put the brand new tires on and start getting them wore in right away. You want to put them on the back, break them in, let them ease into the vehicle, I like to refer to it. Or the other reason the better tires be in the back, if you have a set of bad tires, such as a bald or tires that are getting low on tread, and you have a good set of tires, 2 other tires that have good tread. In that case, if there's an unsafe set of tires, you want to have them in the front. God forbid you have an unsafe tire in the back and it has a blowout, you're more likely to fishtail out of control. If you have a blowout in the front, the weight of the engine is going to plant down. You're less likely to lose control. So the only time you're going to have better tires in the back is if you have a brand new set of 2 tires that you're putting on the vehicle and you're leaving 2 existing tires on, then you're going to put those new tires in the back. Or if you have a set of unsafe tires, you're going to want to have those in the front and you're going to have your better tires in the back. That's what that means. And if you're going around a corner in a rainstorm and you have an unsafe set of tires in the back, you're going to slide out if you're going around a corner too fast. If you have good tires in the back, in that case, you won't slide out. And if your bad tires are in the front, you're less likely to lose control as if they were in the back. That's what that refers to. If you have, let me explain first how we measure tires. In the industry, we refer to it as 30 seconds of an inch. A brand new tire is going to be 10 30-seconds of an inch, for example. And as a fraction, it looks like 10 over 32, okay? That's almost a brand new tire, 10 30-seconds. If I have a tire, 2 tires in the back that measure at 9 30-seconds of an inch, and I have my front tires that measure at 7 30-seconds of an inch, and they tell you, oh, your better tires are in the back. Okay, well, both those tires are good because 2 30-seconds of an inch is when a tire becomes unsafe. 3 30-seconds if you want to be cautious and do it ahead of time. So until you get down to 2 or 3 30-seconds of an inch, your tires are safe. If I have 7 30-seconds in the front and 9 30-seconds in the back, that's no excuse to not rotate just because the better tires are in the back, because all the tires are still safe. If I leave those 7 30-seconds in the front and the tires in the back at 9 30-seconds, guess what's going to happen? They're barely, and the ones in the back are barely going to move from 9. They'll take a long time to go down to 8 because they're on vacation. The ones in the front, the 7s, they're going to get grinded every time you turn, all the way to the engines on them. They're going to wear a lot more accelerated. So now, the ones in the back will get to an 8 30-seconds, and the ones in the front will be down at 6 5. They're going to wear down a lot faster, basically, is what I'm saying. So just because you have the better tires in the back doesn't mean the tires should not get rotated unless the tires in the front are 3 or 2/32 of an inch. In that case, it's a liability for that shop to rotate those unsafe tires to the back. That's what they mean. But if you have good tires all around and just better tread on the back, you need to rotate those because you need to get the ones from the back up to the front so the ones that were up front can take a break. Otherwise, they're going to wear down so fast, you're going to have one set of tires in the front that needs replaced, and the ones in the back are not going to need replaced. The ultimate goal of tires is to replace all four at the same time because they've wore down evenly. And if you have an issue with the shop not rotating your tires, my advice to you is just to go somewhere else. If the shop's doing that and you caught them once, they're not going to change. Trust me. Just take my advice. Go somewhere else. Find a good shop. But every other oil change, at least, you need to be rotating your tires. So I'd say at least every 10,000 miles, you need to rotate your tires. And honestly, you can't rotate your tires enough, but you can not rotate them enough, if that makes sense. So rotating your tires early is okay. It's not going to hurt nothing. But rotating them way too late is going to really screw things up. Okay, so that's an automotive scam that happens way too frequently, is not rotating the tires, and it should not be done unless there's an unsafe set of tires that causes that shop to have a liability. 2/32 or 3/32 of an inch is an unsafe tire. You can go to any parts store and get a tire tread depth gauge and measure your tires yourself. Or you can take a penny. Google the penny trick. It takes a while to explain, but just Google the penny trick for a tire. Look it up, learn it, and learn your tires. Because you want to go in knowing whether they should be rotated or not before the shop tells you, hey, we couldn't rotate because of this or that. That way you know what to tell them to defend yourself, or you can just keep quiet and go to another shop, which I suggest doing. And that's the tire rotation scam that happens all too often.